and happy holidays, everyone. I'm an educator, so we speak back. Good morning and happy holidays. All right, good. So I have the pleasure of working with the University of Rochester as an associate professor there in trying to transform one of the lowest performing schools in the state. But more importantly, I'm a father and a husband. And this holiday season is a unique opportunity for us to reconnect with our family. And so my children, I have three, they get tortured through the month of December watching our old movies. Recently, we watched Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Incredible movie, and it's a movie about opportunity, about growth, about innovation, and about imagination. My 10-year-old son was sitting with me watching the movie, and there was a scene where Charlie's sitting in his bedroom with his grandparents, about 4 people in a bed, and he's peeling through chocolate bars, trying to look for this golden ticket so he can enter the chocolate factory. And to no avail, he could not find the magic ticket. My son said, "Dad, if that were us, I would go to Sam's Club, buy a box of chocolates, put fake tickets in them, and sell them to all the kids in town." Now, I don't know if that's the making of a future venture capitalist or a criminal, but my son was on to something. My daughters, Lexia and Nia, looked at him like big sisters do, and they said, "Dude, here's a lesson in humility. Not every kid has an opportunity to have access to a factory full of chocolate who can go out and make money just because they were born into a situation of privilege." For me as a father, that was an important message, and it was the energy that I needed to rededicate myself to the work of supporting all kids in education. Those kids who don't have those opportunities to find that magic ticket to enter this world of opportunity that has not been provided for them in the past. In Rochester, which is situated in the highest poverty city in the nation of similar-sized cities, the University of Rochester was approached by the school board to take on the responsibility of being the independent receiver for the lowest performing school in the lowest performing district in the state. That's East High School. It was a challenge where this college president and the trustees had to commit themselves in the full university support to go in and support the youth, the family in this community. A school where graduation rates were trending at about 19%. 19%. Where there were over 2,300 fights and suspensions the previous year. So this was not an easy task. We weren't entering a situation where we had select kids who were in an environment where school was being successful. We were in an environment where there was more despair than there were opportunity. And the University of Rochester put its full power behind it. The president said this: if we're going to take on this opportunity, this mission, we must embrace the university's motto, Meliora, which means to make better. We had to truly ensure that all truly meant all, which meant we would not pre-select students who entered the school or funnel kids out as they didn't meet standards. That we had to make sure that every kid, regardless of color, gender, sexual orientation, place of origin, that every kid would be served and given every unique opportunity to be successful in our setting. To date, we have transformed all the curriculum. We focused on critical professional development, professional learning opportunities for our teachers. We not only asked parents or students for their input, but we made strategic and systemic changes to honor their requests, to create a safer environment by focusing on restorative practices, which is a system that focuses on restoring relationships between students and staff, between staff and between students themselves. And as a result, we've seen suspension rates from 2,300 drop by nearly 85%. Our graduation rate as we entered, I said, was 19%. This year, after year 3, we're trending at about 60% graduation. We have a long way to go, but non-select public schools can work. It can work. And it's happening because we have local funders, philanthropists, and trustees investing in opportunities to provide our students what I call middle-class success opportunities by giving them opportunities in technology to visit the world in ways that they weren't able to do in their neighborhoods, by providing opportunities for them to participate in sports and technology and robotics, opportunities that were not present at East simply because those funds were typically going to select schools within our community. If we truly believe that all means all, that every child in every school deserves equitable opportunities, that it takes all of you, it takes all of us, and it takes universities, especially those that certify pre-service teachers and pre-service administrators, to invest in those kids who are typically left behind. There are a large number of students who do not have access to charters, to privates, or to parochial schools. These students need and demand and require our effort. And I hope that the technology that I see this week and the conversations that we'll have following these talks will give us an opportunity in public education to see the potential to help students reach what they deserve, and that's to have equitable opportunities, to close the opportunity gap, and to give them an opportunity to enter into our universities and our workplace in meaningful ways. The University of Rochester is studying this transformation. They have created the Center for Urban Education Success, or you can find at www.urcues. We are studying this so we could provide these learnings to other universities and other school partnerships. They can either scale up, they can adapt, or adopt. 90% of our kids in urban settings are sitting in non-select schools. I can't stress enough that these students they demand, and they require our full support. And I hope that those in the room provide those opportunities, some in kind or some paid. But let's help these kids find what they truly deserve. I look forward to discussing our transformation. I look forward to sharing our work at urcues.org. And I wish you all happy holidays and a pleasant holiday season.